Hi, it's Lucas Moore with Team JVS and Big Gold Belt Media. My question is for Corey. Dallas is such a complex character.
Yes.
And in a way, he's also sympathetic as we see
Yes.
how his family affects his relationship and his overall dynamic. How was it playing the complexities of Dallas?
Wow. I it was a beautiful experience. I mean, I feel like characters like this exist in the real world. And what this film does well, it shows you that human beings are flawed. So Dallas is flawed. He comes from a flawed family. On the different side of the tracks, he had a lot of trauma as a child, and it wasn't corrected, or he didn't seek help, or he didn't even probably know how to get help with his family. They don't know how to go seek therapy or some counsel. And it kind of ruined his relationships as he's gotten older, his friendships. He didn't listen to his partner in the movie. Shannon plays Jim. He because that's he handles everything like he got the answers, even though if he don't. And that's just through life experience. He treated Ava bad, but I also feel it comes from just being hurt in his life. And at the end of the day, men need love and need to be heard and, you know, need a hug. And that's what it all stems from. So he wasn't like this evil or this villain. I just think he was just flawed and he went through some human problems that just didn't get corrected. And I loved everything about Dallas because Dallas and Corey are two different, Corey don't drink and I don't, no, never put hands on nobody. So let's put that out there because I don't want people seeing me like I'm gonna run up on somebody. That's not gonna happen. Not at all. But no, I loved everything about this movie and the script. So it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
Thank you.
Ain't gonna run up on nobody. No.
How's it going? Nigeria Chambers from Big O Belt Media. Taylor, what's up, homie? How you doing? Come off mute over there. Mm-hmm.
Hello, how
How
you
you
doing?
doing? Listen, all this Dallas talk with Corey. Did they know about the real Dallas?
Corey is the real Dallas.
Real Dallas. I missed that one.
Corey is
Taylor's
the real
prior
Dallas. You talking
performance
about
on Snowfall is
Snowfall?
Dallas.
Oh, I'm so
Hey,
sorry, Taylor. I'm slipping.
no, you
Taylor's
are the real
amazing.
Dallas. We talking
Yes,
about
Taylor is amazing.
I want to ask the supporting team, and I mean with the supporting friends. So this question goes to Joseph, Shannon, and Taylor. Can you talk about the characteristics and the traits of an abuser by way of Corey's work through Dallas, like the proxy? And I think this is more like an educational thing for viewers to kind of understand their friends that may look okay, everything may be doing, they're showing up to work, but what does it look like on the outside through the work of Corey's work through Dallas?
what does it look like on the outside?
Yeah, and obviously by your performances, how you're able to dictate like that looks off. She's not showing up the way she has, and obviously you all are
Sure.
playing like different proxies with this character. So can you talk about like some of the characteristics that to pick up on for the viewers?
Yeah. So I know for Rona, well, also Corey made it very easy. I think Dallas, it was not difficult to see or listen to the things that Dallas was doing or the looks that Dallas was giving Ava or the minor things. It wasn't easy, or it was very easy to be like, don't do that to my friend. So it didn't even have anything to do with Ava. It was him. And that protective friend mode was very easy. But I think, of course, Meagan also, the vulnerability and that shift, I think when it went too far, um, it was easy to pick up on because of their nuances. So I think they made it incredibly fun and easy to pick up on the scary things or the parts of being an abuser, but her taking time and going back home to her parents. I think in real life that's something that you can translate. Your friend is needing a break from work, not coming around, and then I don't want to give too much spoilers away, but the abuser showing up to her job after she's already distanced herself away. Things like that. In real life, that friend who wants to be there for them, that's definitely time to step in. I think there's a point Rona even calls her dad, like, hey, where's Ava? Checking in. She was not afraid to pick up the phone. She was not afraid to pull up. And I would resonate the same thing in real life. If you have a friend going through a difficult time, you pull up. you
pull
come.
up.
Period.
Yeah.
You pull up. You was ready to throw hands if you had to, too.
That
I seen
part.
that look in your eyes with that character.
You don't hear
Okay.
that?
You was ready to throw hands, too. Yeah.
And just to clarify with the question
Okay.
and give it to the gentleman is because like there is a watching factor here, but I also think there is a rewatchability and learning curve to this as well to pick up on these little things to kind of help, you know, in terms of moving society in a better direction. So that's kind of where I was aiming at with that, especially from the men, because
Correct.
we don't really see that with you know, either our female companions or even our male companions. What does it look like when in these situations? We don't pick up on it as much as as Taylor talks about with the character Rona, how it's just transparent for her.
I think a lot of times, though, I think specifically with this one, and the tricky thing about it is that there may not have been signs, right? There was a trigger in this film. There was a moment and there was a loss that kind of sparked it. So I think the bigger thing here is just not the bigger thing, but I think to be a support to someone in any kind of traumatic event. I've experienced loss, and the version of me that came out is a different version. I was a different person before, and I'm a different person after. I think to just be there for people on a day to day, because you don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what or how they'll deal with whatever it is they're going through. I think in DV situations, hindsight is really always 2020. You start to see the signs and after the fact. So yeah, I think that's a very dangerous thing, and I think it's a very scary thing to not be able to see the signs and to not to know what's on the other side of it or what kind of person is on the other side of whatever their trauma is.
No, I agree, Shannon. And that trauma should always be discussed, you know, because you can save lives with that, you know. Just talk to your friends, you know, and know that you have someone to listen to you and to be heard. So yeah, that's very important of having, but I didn't hear you in the movie, you know, the character, like you were always trying to tell me things and, you know, I wasn't listening. It goes to show you, you know, listen to your friends who really care for you genuinely, because it, you know, it can save your life and save the direction of it. So yeah, this
I
movie's
think it's
real.
also really important too that the movie does a really good job of highlighting is that just because Ava understands Dallas's trauma, she still has to leave. And I think that that is a very difficult thing. When you start understanding someone's trauma, maybe you put up with certain things, but she puts herself first, which is not, you know, that is a very conscious decision to do that, and hard to do when you understand why someone is the way that they are. It just came to my mind too. It's complicated.
I think one of the signs I saw was probably the way Dallas would talk to Ava, or certain looks that he would give Ava. Like you could clearly see something was wrong and something was happening. Yeah, that would be my answer to that.
Well, Joe, you got that voice, man. They want to keep hearing more of that, man. You got that Teddy Pendergrass, brother. Keep going, man. How you doing, Joe?
I mean, you guys have answered it. Right? The nail's already been hit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So man, right there, though.